Hi all, this is Rob with Hyperspectral Music. Wanted to do a very quick video, hopefully quick, that will show you how to take a loop and put it behind one of your videos and have it loop behind it. So we're going to use ShotCut. ShotCut, I will put a link to the download in the description. It's free, open source. It's well loved by a lot of people, and it doesn't require a lot of heavy-duty processor to run. So we'll run ShotCut, and within ShotCut we'll say Open File, Playlist, and then we're going to add files. Training using a loop, and I have a clownfish that I'm going to use as the video, and I'm going to use a clip from Strange in a Strange Land for the audio. So there they are, and now we have the video in the preview here. If we take that and we have it in our preview, then when we press on the V key, it gets put into our video timeline. We want to add an audio track. We're going to go to Track Operations. That's right click below the video in the timeline and say Add Audio Track. Now we select that track because that's where we're interested in putting this audio. So now we click on the audio. We'll click on it. So I double clicked on that. Now we have the audio selected. But the cursor right now is at the end of this video, and we want to insert this audio at the beginning. So we're going to press the home key, and that puts it at the beginning. And then we're going to press the V key, and the V key puts the audio in to the timeline. Now our video is not quite long enough to show looping, so we're going to go ahead and loop this. I'm going to take this back to the beginning of this, and we have this selected here. Well, let's just select it from the preview. Okay, and we have video now selected here. I'm going to hit V again. Okay, so now that's going to just loop back to the beginning of what it was doing, and that will allow us to see better what's going on. So let's make believe you have a video and it's longer, and so now I'm going to I deleted that audio so you could see how this would work. You double click on your audio, so that loads it in your preview. Now you would hit V. I see I made the mistake of not going home. We're going to hit the home key first, then we're going to hit V, and it needs to be longer to be long enough to cover the video. So now we hit V again, and it put it back to back with the previous loop. And since that's too long, we're going to just go back to the end of the video that we have there. Now these two are back to back, and they just play back to back. So that's what you want when you're looping a video. You want it to sound seamless, and it actually has a tiny bit of a glitch playing back sometimes with ShotCut, but when you export it won't have that. So now we have our audio back to back. We're looping. Maybe we want to add a filter though, so we'll select the audio so that the red box surrounds the audio. See, if you click on it, it will select that. We're going to add a filter to the end of that so that it will fade out. So we're going to say plus filter. We went to the filters tab, and then we said plus, and we're going to say fade out audio. So now we have an audio fade out. We can actually tell it how much time we want it to use to fade out. So we'll just leave it. We'll leave it at 1 second. And so that is in there. Now we can go to the video, and we can also add a filter for that. We could say fade out video. Okay, so now when that plays at the end, it's a very quick fade out, but it's fading out the video and the audio. Now let's go ahead and render this so that we can see how it came out. So I'm going to say export file, and it's exporting at H.264. It outputs by default an MP4, and let's see here, we want to say loop video. Very imaginative name. Okay, and then that's going to process, and I'll be right back. Alright, and that has finished processing. Now we see that this loop is actually occurring at right around 52 seconds. So we've output our video. Let's just go take a look. And here's our loop video. And it's just a free video player, VLC media player. It's also a very handy tool to have. I'll put a I'll put a link to that also in the description. So let's just go ahead to 52 seconds. And there it is. It's a very seamless loop. You don't hear a click, you don't hear a pop. I'm actually processing these .opus files so that they are faded very, very quickly, so that there's no clicks or pops in between the loop files when you put them back to back. And that's it, and I hope that was helpful, and we'll see you next time.